Hey there, folks. rinimt here. Happy Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, actually. But, yeah. No love lost. 'Tis a season of ardor and affection, and romance is thick upon the air. Also, I have the totally wrong picture up. Hold on. Boom. We're good. You didn't see that Childbringers one. That was a lie. I'll fix my imagination. Romance is thick upon the air. I, the house of Valentine, entreat you, dearest one, to breathe deep and take love's richness, its cloying rosy radiance, into your bosom. Alas, every rose has its thorns, and even the fairest diseases is not without its trials. Indeed, trouble is afoot, and it threatens the hearts of all in this realm. A fellow of ours, a Moogle well-versed in the myriad matters of the heart, has found himself in quite the quagmire. The sweet thing of which we speak goes by the name of Koopka Koop, and is an emissary of pain to passions and all such billet doux. Valentine's Day is a joyous occasion, but not always so for those who acquit themselves as opposed Moogles of the realms. Koopka Koop has his poor paws full, delivering heartwarming messages far and wide, hither and thither. Though he would never admit it, I fear he's at wit's end. This makes so much more sense if I had done post-Moogle. But you, benevolent adventurer that you are, can provide precisely what her herald requires. Oh, so desperately. Why am I drinking in your room? Pray, lend Koopka Koop your talents and retrieve him from the edge whereupon his wits now teeter so precariously. A working adventurer is a happy adventurer. Marvelous! You're a hero through and through. Koopka Koop will be so relieved. I shall fetch him at once. I'm still in Red Mage for doing other stuff. I'm doing well right now. Ah, why yours is a face I know well. No introductions necessary, friends, for so renowned are you that I feel as if I have known you all my life. My post-Moogle compatriots speak of your daring do almost nightly, Kupo. How they bristle when the puffballs might tell them we are acquainted. Now then, I hear from Astrid that you would help me in my hour of need, for which I am most grateful. However, it's not the work itself that vexes me, but rather a colleague of mine, a close courier, newly inducted into our vocation. Every Valentine's Day we emissaries are overtaxed, but this season has proven no exception. I had hoped to nip the issue in the bud by petitioning the deputy post-Moogle for a helping power to be obliged, but has sent some altogether worthless and undisciplined tyro. To make matters worse, the daft thing's painfully ignorant in the ways of the heart. You should hear the way she speaks of the clientele. What an ugly glyph. Love must be blind. And such nonsense. Left her otherwise, I fear she will ruin Valentine's Day, Kubo. Give the girl the axe, you cry. The impulse is very much with me, I assure you. I can't rarely turn away the very assistance for which I beg. I would come across as the most wretched ingrate to ever have wings. Yet I haven't the time to train her, let alone the patience. Fret not, our harried herald. You are right to have sought our help, for I have come upon the cleverest solution to your predicament. We shall enlist the help of our doughty adventurer, House Valentine's very own Astrid, to accompany said cowl's courier. You cannot be surprised at my suggestion. It is a most natural fit. Arya, so skilled in so many subjects, will teach your assistant the delicate art of the pose, while Astrid shall instruct the Moogle in the ways of ardor and adoration. There, a splendid plan if I do say so myself. Are you both sure you are up to for the task? It isn't too great a bother? Want to seize the moment of relief, Kubo? I shall bring her to you at once, for there is not a moment to lose. May I introduce my fledgling post-Moogle charge, Pokete Pico, and her loyal oh dear, I confess your friend's name has slipped my mind, Kupo. Salutations, one and all! As for my Chocobo, his name can't slip your mind because he isn't one. I refer to him simply as my partner, dear, or, when I'm feeling particularly silly, Bird. May acquaintance of mine has attempted to provide him a name or two, but none of them ever stick. What should I say? Always forget them? In any case, you may call him whatever you like. It makes no difference, least of all to him. Quick, quick! Yes, well, it may be that be as it may. I have tasked Poke Tea Pico with 3 deliveries, all of which I would ask you to join her on. These 2 are accompanying me. Very well. Whom I have to turn away? Whoever you are. Our first step is the carpenter skill. Bird and I shall await you there. Get on the right job. Alright, Carpenter's Guild. So we want it to be Ether Rat Plaza. Oh, the recipient is out on an errand or some such. A pity. As for the parcel, well, since no one's available to take it, I say we just leave it at any old place. There are other assignments to be getting on with, after all. I say, now, hold on there a moment. I'm no postman will get granted, but merely abandoning a package like this before a door seems a touch disrespectful, does it not? What we have here is a gift. I'm crafted with love and care. It's supposed to be treated as such. Who is this from exactly? A young woman, if memory serves. Sorry, the man meant to receive this. Oh, yes, there was something about her training at the Culinarian's Guild, I think. My memory's hazy. We ought to make the delivery in person. You make an interesting point. The man is on an errand, yes, and since he's with the Carpenter's Guild, it stands to reason he is out collecting lumber, and from the Botanist's Guild, like as not, we should start our search there. For a Valentine's Day gift must be delivered straight into the recipient's hands. Alright, now for the Botanist's Guild. Woo! I still hate where this one is compared to where the guild is. A delivery for you, sir. You weren't at the guild when we came calling, so we took the liberty of tracking you down. Alright, give it here then. Oh, what's all this? A Valentine's Day chocolate? Now, this is a surprise. My daughter's an apprentice in the Culinarian's Guild, you see. I'd heard she'd been selected to make the chocolates for the festivities this year, but I certainly didn't expect to receive any myself. And how wonderful that you did. It's not every day one's daughter is accorded the honor of crafting such a beloved confectionery. She must be quite the culinarian. That she is. My pride and joy, that girl. What a pleasant surprise this package was. Certainly made my day. Can't thank you enough for bringing it all the way out to me like you have. I'll never forget this kindness. Goodness, seems like a bit of an overreaction being handed some food, doesn't it? He appreciated we delivered it with care. Agreed. There's a lesson to be learned here. Pukti, joy is not meant to be kept to oneself. It is a feeling that yours to be shared. We have played a part in bringing him happiness, so it's a little wonder he wishes to share his felicity with us. So joy is meant to be shared. When we put it that way, I suppose that's not so foreign a concept. When something makes me smile or laugh, I do tend to talk my companion's ear off about it, and I'm often made the happier for it. Quay! But enough about that. Time is wasting. Best be off on our next delivery. The recipient is waiting at the Whistling Miller by the looks of it. Alright, I actually don't know where that is. We may as well walk. Cool. I guess up here somewhere. I don't know if there's a faster way either way, but I think mine was actually faster judging by that other person who's in front of me. Pardon me, I have a delivery for you, ma'am. For me? Oh, it's from my dearest companions. And look what they've sent! Pink seashells! They're not extraordinary. Look at their vibrancy. Ah, and the card! Happy Valentine's Day! How delightful. Shells? Empty ones? You can't even eat those! At least others don't receive chocolate. Humpty! This is abominably rude! You must forgive our friend here. She is not accustomed to deliveries such as these. Oh, there is nothing to forgive, I assure you. I could hardly be upset after receiving a gift like this, and from a loved one I've not seen in quite some time. My friend, you see, is an adventurer in their own right. They enjoy being cryptic, though, and never outright tell me where they have been. Rather, they make me guess by dropping hints in the form of curiosities, such as these. What a blessing this parcel is! I was only just wondering how they were faring and where their journeys had brought them. Thank you, Miss Postmuggle. You have brightened my day. Love is a mystery indeed, and a funny one at that. It is my pleasure to tell you, Pipti, that love is a many-splendored thing, and we have our own unique way of expressing it. The friendship between that girl and her adventurer companion is a perfect example. That gift, which appeared mere frippery to you, was a treasure in her eyes. It's empowering for adventurers to check in with their loved ones. It's often said that no news is good news, but I very much doubt that to be the case for those in your line of work. So you mean to say this was her friend's way of telling that young woman all is well? Their way of assuaging any fear that she might be harboring about their safety? How fascinating. To be sure, were I to be separated from my bird here by expansive seas or vast mountain ranges, I'd like to hear from him from time to time. Perhaps not every day. That would be irksome. But to know that he's in good health would not be altogether disagreeable, I suppose. Anywho, no sense in losing ourselves in thought. Now when the parcel sits burning a hole in my satchel, Koopa, next delivery takes a step, Collie Falls. Let's away! Yeah, and we shall walk there too, because they never gave us convenient warp there. It's also just right there, so... yeah, no. Greetings, sir. I have for you here a parcel from one of Ultros' preeminent art dealers. Goodbye. At last, your earrings have arrived. Goodness gracious, how stunning they are. This craftsmanship, this meticulous attention to detail. Could have hoped for a better present for my wife. She'll be over the moon to receive them. Her birthday's coming up, you see. I want to ensure her special day is just that. Even giving Coop's palm a vigorous pat. I hear that one touch is enough to bring a couple happiness for all their years to come. Let's hope so. You did well to bring these all the way out here without a scratch on them, you know. I begin to worry that by the time I receive them, the poor things will be nothing more than scuffed, dented rocks. You've got a bright future ahead of you in the postal service, friend. Thank you. Oh, this is odd. There's a flutter in my chest. A tickle in my stomach, Koopa. Have I taken ill? Or do compliments and words of gratitude always elicit this sort of response? Trust me when I say you are not ill, Pipti. That fluttery feel, those ticklish sensations you described, that's fondness, a form of love indeed. It was made manifest by the man's appreciation for what you provided. Oh, so this love nonsense. Why, it isn't nonsense at all, is it? It's quite wonderful, actually. I liken it to that feeling when Bird and I settled down for an afternoon nap in the 12's wood. When I tuck myself under his wing and we are warm by the sunlight breaking through the trees. Perhaps you haven't mastered the concept entirely, but I do believe we are making strides in the right direction. You certainly seem more attuned to the ways of the heart than when we first made your acquaintance at any rate. Ah, that's all 3 parcels have reached the right hands, so let's return to Mikado's amphitheater. No doubt Coop is anxious to know how Pipti fared. Sorry. Here they are, our agents of affection, our heralds of the heart, returned at last, and not before time, Koopa. Tell me, how are your deliveries? Splendid, each and every one. The recipients were all thrilled to receive their parcel. Please say that Pukti Pico learned something along the way. Yes, I do believe I did. Well, it's quite a bit more complicated than I first imagined it to be. There are hidden depths to it, the ones I didn't see before. I may not be an expert on the subject, yet I would like to think my ignorance is not quite as dire as it once was. You're making progress, certainly. I'm glad of it. And just so long as you did not offend anyone, I could ask for more. Anywho, I am indebted to you, Astrid, Arya. You have spared at least 3 citizens around from potential cruelty, however unintended it may have been. No, I am being too harsh, Pipti. You have shown a true concerted effort to understand the labyrinthian complexities of the heart. As a reward, I am inclined to set you to another task. For in truth, your work is not yet finished. Much more is there to be done this Valentine's Day, Koopa. When you have the time to speak with me again, I shall tell you all about it. Yeah, because I mean, there was no reward there. Like, anyways, love's labors. There you are, and not a moment too soon. Your unwavering devotion to the ways of ardor and affection, love and romance, courtship and intimacy is both commendable and deeply appreciated. So, to the text of which I spoke, it involves a woman by the name of Alois, who only just posted the parcel with no small amount of urgency. However, she then returned begging us to call off his delivery, a highly unusual request, and her eyes twin pools of sorrow, Kupo. She blustered the way I could even get my bearings, let alone ask her troubles herself. Will you help me seek her out? You are too kind. Now, as for this young woman, she is an elephant of great beauty, and thus should not be an easy one to overlook. As I saw of her, she had just made a sharp left at the fork of the road, unless my eyes deceive me. To left, you say? That way lies the Great Lone Growery, if I'm not mistaken. I shall accompany you there, Koopa. Arya, Poop-de-Peep, well, you two will look near Africa's altar. Should you come upon her before we do, come find us at the Growery. Alright, yay, we can take a shortcut this way. Or this time. You know what, speaking properly at 2 a.m. is very highly overrated, actually. And again, I can't speak properly when it's like 4 p.m., so yeah, no. Who? Me? Yes, I'm Alois. Oh, why do you ask? Coop wants to see me, you say, but whatever for? He's beside himself with worry, Koopa. Tells you turned tail and darted off, looking dreadfully stricken, downright morose. You couldn't understand his concerns, surely. You see, I owe an apology for worrying him as I have an explanation for my frantic flight as well. Kuka still at Mikado's amphitheater, correct? I'll go to him at once. Actually, never mind, she's already gone. So I shall go and fetch him then, shall I? Well, he is at the amphitheater, Arya. Do hurry, we wouldn't want her dashing off again. First, let me start by saying how grateful I am that you would think to come and check on me. The truth of the matter is, I received an offer of marriage I meant to accept, which is why I came to you initially, Kupka, to see that my reply would be delivered safely. However, as I was writing to tell him yes, I found myself hesitating more than I ought to have been. I began to wonder if I was making a terrible decision, not only for me, but for him as well. The man who seeks my hand is of Ishgardian nobility and goes by the name of Ezolmil. Ezolmil? At the moment he is quite ill and is seeking treatment here in Gridania. Do not misunderstand me. I was overjoyed to hear of his devotion. The life spent with him would be a wonderful thing. But I'm no noble. I am of the most common stock, no more special than a weed underfoot. I wasn't raised with the aristocratic manners a future wife of his requires. Who am I to marry into nobility? I must destroy my previous missive and pen a new letter when telling him I cannot go through with it. But that one I'll hand to deliver. I won't have an emissary of love delivering such ill tidings. Now, I don't pretend to be an expert in the ways of the heart, but isn't love the desire to be with someone forever and on? The desire for a trusted partner in this world, someone with whom you can share your joys and your woes? If you care for him, be with him. Wouldn't it upset you to do anything but? It certainly seems to have. I may not have much experience with this, but I know that were I and my chocobos to be separate, I wouldn't like it, not one bit. I don't believe giving up is the solution, Kupo. Verily, I myself am of Ishgardian nobility and thus can speak from a place of authority. Each of our houses has its own traditions. It is our titles that connects us, not our principles. Before making your decision, seek the counsel of your beloved and learn what his family values. I could not agree more. After all, it is doubts you harbor, not a lack of affection. If you believe his heart to be yours entire, then trust that he will listen to your troubles, that you and he can solve them together. Why not send one more letter explaining what it is that vexes you? Yes, I see your point. It's unfair of me to hide my feelings like this. He's owed my honesty. But how does one even write such a letter? I wouldn't know where to begin. Perhaps you should explain your apprehension about fulfilling your duties as a wife to a man of a great house. Make it clear that should you decide to join his social milieu, you will require time to study, learn, and train before you are comfortable. A word of warning, though, to compromise the very woman you are in order to bend to the rigors of nobility may leave you jaded, haggard, and altogether infuriated. Thus, I suggest you first inquire as to whether his family is capable of accepting you as you are. Why not simply write down all your worries? I don't fancy myself a poet of passions or what have you, but there's something to be said for getting everything out in the open. All of these ideas have a great deal of merit and each should be given due consideration. Arya, what say you? Which of these notions has struck a chord with you? You should just be truthful. Tell him what concerns you. Thank you for your insight, everyone. I believe I know what I must do now. I must fetch you parchment, quill, and ink. Fortunately, you have us, you know, for we emissaries are never far from instruments of the post. Why, I shall even provide you with Valentine themed stationery. There, it's done. Now all that's left is for him to read it. My darling is likely in the gentry's board. I know he enjoys sitting in solitude on the bench not far from the gates. He'll be there like as not. Then that's where we shall try first. We'll be back with his response as soon as we are able. Tally-ho, bird! Love's work awaits. Hooray! Oh, speak again? Okay. Oh dear, I'm so fidgety. I can't sit still for nerves. No, I can't take this anymore. I refuse to stand idly by while my future is decided without me. That does it. I'm going to the gentry's ward this instant. Eloise, you can't. She's gone. Our duty as emissaries of love and affection demands we see that Lovelorn lasts through his trying time. Should meet you at the gates of the gentry's ward. Wait, where's this? Way up there? Oh my gosh. I actually feel like going to the Lancer's Guild is gonna be slightly faster. I'm sorry to run off again like that, but it's just gonna wait around twiddling my thumbs another moment more. We have for you a letter from one Miss Eloise herself. Kabo! A missive for my love. Thank you kindly, Post Muggles. Perhaps it's not my place, but if I may... Eloise thinks a great deal of you. We watched her as she wrote that letter, and you now hold. We could see plain as day how much she cares for you. If there is love to be found in this world, it's there, in every word she has put on that page. The heart and its intricacies aren't my forte, I admit, but if you even have as much affection for her as she has for you, then what you two share is something wondrous. It can only hope you both weather whatever troubles come your way. The heart isn't my forte, indeed. For one who claims such a thing, you show remarkable perspicacity in the matter. You are quite changed from the Moogle I once knew. Color me impressed, Kupo. You are good to concern yourself over mine, Aloysius' affair. Your kindness does you a good deal of credit. I shall pay my response this instant. Can I trust that you'll deliver it straight to her once I've finished? We serve at your pleasure. Your trust is not misplaced in us, good sir. Did you hear that? He's going to reply. We should return the Mikado's amphitheater at once. I don't want to be here when he sends our post-Moogle friends all the way back there. Yes, it would be rather awkward were his letter to have no recipient. Let us explain the situation, Lisette, and wait for Pukti and Kupta's delivery. Our eminent emissary of adoration and affection is with us once more. And now that we are assembled, we've only to wait for the custodians of Ezomil's reply. I feel sick to my stomach. What if I've angered him? What if he calls out the whole engagement? We have returned, and with your beloved's painstakingly penned post and paw. Pukti Pico, I was drawn to your advice in particular. I wrote down all my worries, concerns, and questions in a clear and concise fashion, and he responded with, well, with some confusion, it seems. Although now at least he's aware of what troubles me, and for that he says he is grateful. He's very sweet here, you see. He tells me that together we will go down this list of mine and solve one problem at a time. Where we live and how will be up for us to decide, not his family. I've come to ensure my letter has reached you and see if you have yet read it. After all, he did the same for me. It would be unkind to not return the favor, no? Oh, God, how embarrassing. You caught me spying on you, didn't you? You're embarrassed? For what, pray? I found it endearing, my darling. Ah, these companions of yours, did they assist you in your writing to me? Then we are in your debt. Aww. Alois, my love, what's the you to Kia the Carlin canopy? There, we can discuss our future, a conversation which is long overdue, I should think. Thank you, my friend. Where would I be without your help? And I promise that Europe's will be the first invitation we post once we've settled on a day. Goodness gracious me! Do my eyes deceive me? Pukti Pico! Your palm! Why, it's adopted the very shape of the season! It is lovely beyond compare, Kupo! And 'tis much of a muchness with mine, or so I flatter myself to think. I can't rightly explain it, but seeing those two together brought a flutter to my chest, a spring to my wings, and the next thing I knew, my palm began to tinkle in the most peculiar of ways. It's just such a marvelous thing to know that we had such a hand in ushering Ezomil and Alois' story into its next chapter. I think as love performed strictly through the art of the post. Affectionate missives are more than just silly folderol. I assume them to be. I see now that they show what's in our hearts like nothing else can, and we emissaries are the trusted custodians. And that we are, Pukti. Only do remember that letters require more than just love. They are also in need of names and addresses. And speaking of names, perhaps you might bestow one upon a certain chocobo? Think of it as not only a show think of it not as a show of not only kindness, but of love, too. A show of love, you say? I suppose you're right. I was never able to recall the names given by my Mugo acquaintances, but I bet I could arrive at something that actually sticks. I will give it some thought to make sure I've done this bird justice. Quack, quack! My once foolish fledgling has wings of her own at last. How proud I am to see you soar! You are credit to the emissaries of ardor and affection with your heart-shamed palm. It is my most sincere honor to have you among our ranks, and I pray that you will continue this most revered work. I would love nothing more, Kaboo! Oh, what joy to be blessed with so many couriers in this season of sublimity as well. It is heartening indeed to watch our numbers grow and grow, for with so many we can assure that ardor and affection accompany all the fair creatures of this realm wherever their journeys take them. Yay! Honorific ability to honorific ability to new the Tatibas. Look, I struggle with supercalifragilistic. Case in point! I did say something about talking at 2 a.m. Feather letters. Arya, I knew you would come. You have a marvelously convenient talent for appearing when we're in need, don't you? Anywho, troubles afoot. Word has spread of our previous endeavors, which under normal circumstances would be cause for celebration, but not so today. We were inundated with letters from across the realm, entreating our aid with all manner of vexations. Our fellows have been left me here alone to feel these pleas, but I can't see to all this myself. Please, will you assist me in bringing succor to the hearts of the weary? I've made a tiny list of those who have written to us. No need to see to their troubles in any particular order, mind. You've just tried not to let a request slip through the cracks, yes? Alright. We have quite a list here. Emissary Pen Passions. You would see to what plagues my heart. You are far too goodly, Arya. I confess that Oasis' joyful union touched me in a way most unexpected. It sparked within me jealousy of all things, for in her happiness I saw reflections of my own desires. Yes, 'tis true. I am here to speak of my own beloved, the man with whom I wish to spend all my days and nights, the very gentleman to whom I am betrothed, one Sir Ortefonce. The festivities have run us both off our feet, leaving us not a spare moment to while away together as we once did. It vexes me terribly, yet I cannot speak of it to him. It would flush like a schoolgirl and tie my tongue in a knot. Instead, I mean to pour my woes on the parchment. Oh, this explains a great deal. At first, I couldn't understand what was upsetting you so. Now it's all clear as crystal to me. Right then, onto this letter. First, what style should she write it in? Keep it simple and straightforward. And how should she word her vexations? Forthright. There, 'tis done. For better or worse, the missive is penned. And all that remains is its delivery, which I will attend to right away. Goodness me, no sooner had Sir Ortefonce read your letter than he made a beeline for the nearest door to race to your side, Lisette. It was all I could do to keep him from stampeding through the streets. It's been a miracle he had the presence of mind to even hold a pen. It says he's been fretting over the same things as I have, in which case why not come to me sooner? Honestly. He also writes that we shall sit down for a proper meal once Valentine's day has come and gone. So I suppose there's no sense in holding it over his head, although I ought to. Well, that settles my affairs, I should say. My deepest, most sincere gratitude for your help, Arya. You've conducted yourself with the diligence and sagacity befitting an emissary of affection. Now go forth and bestow your romantic wisdom upon those in need. Alright, your assistance has proven positively indispensable, Arya. At the time and inclination, do come by again. There's always more to be done after all. Alright, do it again. Once it loads. Literally can't even start it. Back again, I see. The heavy-hearted of the realm will rest easy knowing that you're on the case. And then which of these distraught Eorzings will you assist this time? Nameless Adventurer. Hello. We of the Adventurers Guild seek the post of leather to our guildmaster, Mother Mion. Though we're yet an untrained and unblooded passel of adventurers, it still grieves us tremendously to admit that we sought her aid in a task we bungled not several nights gone. We fear this blunder of ours will lower us in her estimation so abominably that we may never work again. We are determined to set it all to rights, but the question is how. What words will move Mother Mion so that she will not see us as a lumbering dolt who stepped in it. Sorry. Well, that is a pickle. Cut yourself lucky, though, for you're in the presence of a renowned adventurer, one who most assuredly understands well the problems you face. So, Arya, what advice can you impart upon to our flustered friends? So, show contrition and gratitude in equal measure. And what would convince this Mother Mion to provide them with more work? That failure is a novice's best learning tool. Here, 'tis read at last. Then I shall see to its safe and expedient delivery. Pardon my tardiness, Mion was kind enough to set out tea for me, and I could hardly refuse such an offer. Warmed my heart to see such munificence. And now that I reflect upon it, such hospitality too is one form of love, isn't it? I digress. What does Mion write? For the relief it is to read this, she has seen how steadfast our convictions to the guild are. By hook or by crook, we shall not disappoint her. I, for one, am on fire with determination. Your advice has rung true indeed. Thank you for your wisdom. We shan't forget it. Yay! Happy! Let's maybe zoom in. Maybe things a little faster this way. Possibly indispensable, yada yada yada. I'm gonna have so many fireworks. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna do it again. Back again. Phew, it didn't fail. Alright, the Winsome Hadgel. Fancy seeing you here, and fancy still that you are the one to assist me. My conundrum is that, as ever, my brother and I are concerned for Connie's well-being. We thought to write her, but I know not what to say, and our ruin has lifted not a digit to help. I would ask her to be mindful of her health, but that does that not sound rather fussy? Even more so when coached in dearest sisters and formal prose, though I suppose Connie is both formal and fussy herself. What's more, I haven't much practice in the way of penning properly worded missives. My sister is, as I mentioned, a touch on the fussy side and holds manners and decorum in high regard. Little doubt that she will read my words with a rather critical eye. You speak of Connie's son at the elder seats here. She's revered among our kind. I think I will soon be delivering a letter to her with an honor. But enough about me. We're here for Raya Osana. Arya, how do you think she should go about this? Did my phone just beep at me? My phone just 100% beeped at me. Show your serious by observing proper letter writing etiquette. Very well, but who should we say this is from? Ryosana might be the one composing, but it was both her and her brother who meant to ask her after her well-being. What are your thoughts? It should be from both. There, I finished. My interest is delivered to you. And why, of course, and away I go, Kaboom! The elder Caesar is a wonderful woman, as many have said. She saw how nervous I was and put me at my ease immediately. Your sister is lovely indeed. I'm glad to hear it. Let's see how she replies. She applauds me for the maturity I show in writing her and say that she, as an older sister, she could not be more proud. What a curious response. I ask her to watch her health and she commends me on my maturity? Strange as this answer is, it seems our words of worry have gotten through to her, thankfully. Though I was initially reluctant, I'm glad we wrote her. My heart is alive knowing she is well. Your assistance in these family matters is appreciated. The one who dreams of the wider world. Greetings, ma'am. My name's Aline, and it's an honor to meet one such as yourself. For you see, I've dreams of becoming an adventurer too. Oh, to think of all that you've seen, all the lands you've walked. How incredible! As for why I'm here today, well, I want to write a letter to Kupka Koop to thank you for your support. Whenever I feel low, like I want to give up on myself, my dream of seeing the world, Kupka is there for me to lift my spirits. A message for Kupka Koop, huh? So, Arya, how do you think she should start it? Thank him for all his encouragement. And how should she finish? Support him in his endeavors as he supports you in yours. I'm taking your words to heart, and I hope this letter is enough to show Kupka how much he means to me. I'll make sure it reaches the right hands, or paws, rather. If only you could see the look on Kupka's face when I told him who had written him. He couldn't stop twirling through the air. It was adorable, but don't let him tell him I said that. He's so touched. He managed to find time between his many deliveries to craft a reply, which I have here. He really was happy to receive my letters, wasn't he? He tells me he can feel my gratitude and love for him in every word I wrote. As wonderful as it is to talk with him in person, correspondence like this can be rather fun too. I'm more motivated than ever to continue my training now. Thank you so much for the advice on my letter. I think we just had the typo. Thank you so much for the advice on my letter, Arya, and thank you, Pukti Pico, for delivering to Kupka. I think we just had a little typo. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, what? What I think we're doing now? Ahem. So you know how we started this? I'm just gonna pull this picture up because I've already been kind of told that it's related to Shadowbringers. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler alert. I mean, what? Anyway, the one redolent of vows. I didn't even notice this letter until just now, Kupo. Must have slipped into my stack right under my nose, which is something of an astonishment, actually, as it's wonderful since heard the miss. Let's see, who is it for? Oh! Why it's addressed to you, Arya! I know very well the fun you're having right now, without me! Considering your tendency to be cold and cruel and heartless, it would surprise me the least if I were to learn you've forgotten all about me! Why, oh, why must I be the one writing you? Your beautiful branch is deserving much more attention than you deem fit to provide. How mean and terrible and rude you are, sapling! Oh my, aren't they, sprightly one. I don't know who sent this to you, suffice it to say that whoever it is will be very displeased if they don't receive a response. That's best depend one now, while you're here. So, who shall we make your letter out to? To my beautiful branch, Fae of Old. How will you express your adoration for them? Remind them that they are always in your heart. Aw, that wasn't a good response. Means I'm gonna just having grovelled sufficiently onto the parchment, you seal your letter to the very king. Now then, wait here while oh my, the letter, it seems to be delivering itself, Kupo. Stop, I say! Don't make me come after you! Oh, bother, wait for me, you silly thing! Wait for me! Despite my best efforts to keep up, I lost the blasted thing somewhere in the 12s, but then, as if this story needed to be any more peculiar, I discovered a similar scented missive on the road back, and when you know, it's addressed to you! Sweetest sapling, I'm positively delighted to receive a message from you. Of that, I can assure you. And only that much, for as far as the contents of your letter are concerned, I am less than pleased. No, I'm putting it too lightly. I am so far from pleased, I find myself incensed, wrathful, furious. You sapling should show your lovely branch the affection they so rightly deserve. You're also getting a little spoiler of my place for that one. Alright, we're gonna do that again. A couple times actually, because I want to kind of fail it and say, do the absolute fail, like address it to Titania and do the one auction I just did there. Or not to Titania, yeah, to Titania. I'm not doing it again. This voice actually kills my throat, so I do it too much. Especially when I do a mad version fail. Alright, to my beautiful branch. Touch flowers and chocolate to your leather. I just knew my sweet little sapling could suss out who I was from the clues I planted in my leather. Your affection for me was read so plainly in your last correspondence. I shall return it here in kind. How could I do less? My precious sapling, wherever your travels may take you, wherever the roads you walk lead, know that my heart goes with you every step of every road, be they through dungeons dank or dark, or the mountain peaks and magnificent. I am there, watching over you. Oh, he's in forever. I think I was kind of like the pissed off one more. Alright, we're doing the full fail. I'm not going to do the full fails on all of them, because, you know, this has already gone on long enough. But we'll at least do the full fail. Just because I like the piss off fail. Oh! Yada yada yada, my darling sapling. Dearest Titania, fair ruler of the Fae. Mine and they're always in your heart. Alright, this is the same thing. I'm getting a little upset. Oh, sweet sapling positively likes to receive a message from me that much I can assure you. Wrathful Furious. No, I'm playing like Wrathful Furious. There's a point of doing a full fail. So it's either good or bad message. There's no like good, medium, bad. That's slightly disappointing actually. But anyway, well, so item we actually got there was a post-Moogle barding. Let's hop outside. I think there might be an S rank up. Cough, cough. We can maybe go play with it. Time is still up. Let's go play with it. Or say hi. Maybe not play with it, but say hi. And, yeah. We can pull up the correct image again. Because we're not playing with Shadowbreaker stuff. Oh my gosh, it's so slow loading right now though. It's literally right up here. Oh no. Barely got here in time. Punch! Punch! I forgot that doesn't punch anymore. Punch! Alright. So that's that. That's Brontes. Say hello. Bronte spawns by eating food on top of the spawn point. Yeah, I think that's actually the first time I've showed Brontes of all the videos for Brontes. It was this. Anyway, so let's go into companion, appearance. Is it like full parting? Yeah, it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and call out Dracona. And that's your reward. No, Dracona, get back here. Not Terrific Cloud, it's just like, hello, I'm in this video too. Yeah, so that's your reward for this event, besides a crud ton of fireworks from doing those leathers, is barding for your Moogle. Wow, I really can't talk. For your Chocobo. Get the post-Moogle barding. That's what I was thinking, Moogle. Anyway, yeah. So that's the event this year. Also, I finally have the Christmas event, one of the minions out. So I was like, yeah, why not? That Cloud really wants in this thing. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel, showing some love. It is Valentine's Day. You can support the channel by checking out the links below. There are links for that down in the description below. I can't even talk, including links to me on Patreon, or it's just directly in whatever. You can also find links to me there on social media. I'm gonna say bye now. Thank you for watching. And happy Valentine's Day. NENT signing out. Bye. I can't even do my outro when I'm trying to do fancy throwing random stuff and it's 2:30 a.m. So bye.